As Bitcoin gains prominence, invariably the digital currency is creating awareness amongst the people all over the world. And then the recent run-up in the value of Bitcoin, so much so that big corporations like PayPal, BlackRock, JP Morgan, and then asset management companies are now investing and then adopting the digital currency. So what is the implication of all this? Welcome to my channel. Well, you see, with this development, one could argue that Bitcoin will soon be accepted globally. Nonetheless, this asset class has its challenges. However, if you would like to hear my opinion, okay, well, I will examine whether Bitcoin is a liability or an asset. So, stay tuned. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a digital currency, a peer-to-peer electronic system, meaning no paper money to print or coin to mint, like the traditional money known as fiat money. And then it is not regulated or controlled by government and banks. In effect, Bitcoin is decentralized. And then Bitcoin connects buyers of goods and services through a well-secured keys. Moving forward, let me quickly tell you the attributes of Bitcoin. Well, you see, the digital asset allows you to send and receive value without the need of a bank or financial institution. And then one unique aspect of Bitcoin is this: it is not only decentralized but also secured, very safe. And Bitcoin security network is embedded in blockchain. Well, you probably want to ask me, what is blockchain? In that case, let me break it down. Blockchain is a digital ledger that is immutable and then secured. It contains information, database if you like, that is available for everyone to access. Again, you may not be able to figure out who owns what, meaning Bitcoin is super anonymous. For more about Bitcoin, please check my video titled Bitcoin is Accidental Money. You will see it at the end of this clip. Okay, to the question many are asking, including investors, and then they are worried about how to determine the value of this asset class. What does it mean? Well, you see, you can determine the value of a stock by looking at the company behind the stocks. I mean, you can look at their financial statement, things like balance sheet, income statement, etc., to determine the intrinsic value of the corporation. Well, in the case of Bitcoin, no particular metrics to look at. And then the most answer I often hear in response to this question is trust, or set value that comes from the trust, according to Dan Schulman in a recent interview with CNBC. However, is trust enough? Well, I will pass this to you. Please tell me in the comment section. And then, in the recent development, again, because of more demand for Bitcoin, the digital asset class is facing serious shortage problem. As Mars Kaiser put it in the recent tweet, and I quote, "A serious Bitcoin shortage is developing as supply on exchanges dries up. Price will start gapping higher, looking for sellers," end quote. And then when Stacy, the co-host of RT News, asked Kaiser the implication of this shortage, you see, as the price skyrocket, it may become very or increasingly impossible for the average individual to acquire Bitcoin, according to Max Kaiser? Well, you see, if and when the digital asset becomes unavailable for you and me, because the quote-unquote big boys have acquired all available Bitcoin, in my opinion, it signals, or rather it indicates, that there are elements of risk and then uncertainties embedded in the asset class. And I think the question you will like to ask is, why should there be a shortage in the supply of Bitcoin? Well, to let you know, according to report, there are only 21 millions of Bitcoins that can be mined in total. And once miners have unlocked this amount of Bitcoins, the supply will be exhausted, meaning Bitcoin is limited in supply. Okay, now my question is, given all this development, will you consider Bitcoin an asset or liability? Please write your comment in the comment section. Okay, looking at the positive side, Bitcoin as an asset, if you like, Bitcoin is gradually taking the place of gold. According to BlackRock CIO, more so because Bitcoin network effect is changing the status quo. Hence, traditional financiers are now in favor of digital currency. And then to inform you, BlackRock just recently invested $7 trillion in Bitcoin. You see, in my opinion, as fiat money starts to lose its ability to function effectively in the global economy, invariably, the concept of Bitcoin as again challenged, and will continue to challenge the legacy and model of traditional money system that has been in place for decades. Again, almost every corporation is now going digital. And with time, the digital currency will become a global phenomenon. And according to PayPal CEO, come next year, 2021, cryptocurrency will become a funding source for any transaction happening on all 28 million of all PayPal merchants, which will boost the usage of the cryptocurrency. Well, in summary, and then according to Bill, in his own opinion, he argued, and I quote, "If it is not Bitcoin, it will be something. The future of commerce is going to all electronics. The gold standard was a fine idea, but electronics, changes of fund and credit will be the future." End quote. Okay, good news. Here is the bonus. For still staying with me till now, download the step-by-step guide on how to pick valuable stocks. It is a PDF file, and check the comment and description section. Yes, it is free at no cost, and then there's no catch. Okay, the big questions of the day. As an investor, how do you benefit in Bitcoin? Well, in my opinion, I will include Bitcoin in my portfolio. And the best way to start is to open an account with Coinbase, a reliable brokerage. Please do your research. And then here comes the best part. Subscribe, like, and comment. Remember, the goal is to generate wealth, build companies, and create jobs. Bye now. See you soon.